time to celebrate someone who's gone above and beyond in their community.
Yeah, and tonight we're giving one big thank you to a woman who's helped thousands of young people. Now, we must warn you, this film does talk about the subject of people taking their own life.
Les deserves a one big thank you because she has changed many children's lives.
In 2019, Lesley Paddy's son William took his own life. He was 14 years old.
To lose William was just horrendous.
The heartache and the pain and loss that she has been through is unbelievable.
Motivated by her grief, Lesley decided to set up a charity to help other young people with their mental health. She called it Will Does.
The name came from everything that Will had written on from the age probably of 4. Will does scootering, Will does riding, Will does whatever he does.
The charity raises money to help kids spend time outdoors and take up new activities.
There's a pretty growing body of evidence that young people are much more healthy of mind and body when they're doing things that are outdoors.
We think of different events to organise that we can raise money. We've had tractor runs, Boxing Day swim, we've done dance competitions, lots of runs.
In 2023, the charity opened the Will Does bus, a youth centre on wheels where young people can chat with counsellors or meet up with friends.
The feedback we get from children and young people is fantastic. And the way it's been kitted out, the resources that we have here to be able to keep them entertained, they come in and think, wow.
In total, Will Does has raised almost £400,000 and funded young people to take up pastimes like skateboarding and Will's favourite, horse riding.
Her passion, her desire, her commitment to improve children and young people's well-being is breathtaking.
She has managed to pull herself up and get us all together to this wonderful charity.
Oh, Lesley does so much for young people. So we thought we would do something for her. And there was one man who wanted to personally say a one big thank you.
This is the RAC Saddle Club in Dorset, run by Lesley's sister Steph. Will used to ride here regularly, and Lesley's charity now works with the club. To help us surprise Lesley, we've called on the One Show's very own artist, Adabanji Alade, who has painted everything from springtime blossom to war veterans for us.
Will's story really resonated with me. You know, I had my own struggles when I was young, so I can fully appreciate the wonderful work that Lesley is doing in the lives of young people.
To celebrate Lesley's work, Adabanji is going to create a beautiful sketch of her. To get her on board, her sister has told her that a TV crew is filming Adabanji at the stables and she needs Lesley to help out.
She thinks she's just here to hold the reins of the horse while I demonstrate how to capture the essence of the horse in the form of a sketch. And Steph has chosen a special horse for Lesley to hold. This is Socks, the actual horse that Will used to ride. He's a beauty.
Little does Lesley know, Adabanji isn't actually here to draw Socks the horse. He's here to capture the essence of her. So that Adabanji can get started, Lesley leads Socks into the barn where he set up his easel.
Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm so grateful because I love sketching and this is a great opportunity for me.
As Adabanji works away, he chats to Lesley.
You love horses, right?
Yes, he was my son's horse.
Okay.
And my son took his life in May 2019. He was nearly steady. All right. He was nearly 15 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
So, yeah. So he's very special, this horse.
And can you tell me a little bit about the work you do with charity?
Okay, so we set the charity up in 2019 after Will passed away. We've raised just under 400,000 since 2019. We work to help young people with mental well-being.
Yeah.
So that some other parents don't have to go through the pain that we went through and continue to go through.
Yeah, yeah.
We?
I think I can relate to that a bit. My mum took her life when I was 18. So, but art was my own outlet. Like,
Right.
it gave me something to refocus, and I poured my heart into it.
After a while, Adebanji has done the lion's share of the work.
I think that'll do. I think that'll do.
Lesley leads Socks back out to the stables as Adebanji adds the finishing touches. With Socks stabled, her sister brings Lesley back into the barn so Adebanji can show her the sketch.
I do have a confession to make, though. I didn't really come for the horses. I actually came for the one show.
What?
Yeah, and it's to give you one big thank you for the work you do for charities. And I think you're an amazing person. And my next confession, I didn't actually do the horses, I got you.
And Adebanji has incorporated words and phrases he thinks describe Lesley.
That's amazing.
And all the words written here are just, you're amazing, and one big thank you for the great work you do. You are amazing, and I know Will be proud. All right. So that's for you, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Lesley, we have another surprise for you. If you don't mind, follow me this way.
Waiting around the corner are lots of Lesley's friends and family.
And there are more people who want to say thank you. Have a look.
We would like to thank you for turning your personal tragedy into a beacon of hope. Your resilience, compassion and commitment to making a positive impact on young minds is truly inspiring. And we're not the only ones who think so.
Lesley, my lovely friend, you are an inspiration to all of us at Will Does.
Thank you, Lesley and Will Does, for supporting the work of Ocean East Trust South. Thank you!
And former Olympic cyclist and Will Does ambassador Victoria Pendleton had this to say.
I feel very honoured to call you a friend, and I knew from the first moment that we met that you were such a kind and generous person. I think you should be really proud of everything you've created in honour of Will.
Why do you do what you do, and what drives you?
Everything he did, he always wrote Will Does. That's where it came from. And I just remember being in the hospital that day, and I said to Steffi, I think I know what he wants us to do now.
Well, I'm just glad that we got to see that in the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Because, gosh, it's so touching, isn't it? And to turn a tragedy on that scale into something positive is amazing. We love surprising special people like Lesley. So if you know somebody and you think that they deserve a one big thank you, do get in touch at no, that's not the address, sorry. One big thank you at bbc.co.uk.
Yeah.